that a uniform civil code is neither necessary nor desirable at this stage. This is the law, Commission's conclusion. And we concurred with that conclusion. But what we are saying is that uniformity is not equality. We have been championing the CPIM for equal rights for women of all communities. And we have been championed for all citizens, irrespective of caste, creed, or gender. And this can be achieved through reform of personal or customary laws applicable to different communities, with active discussion and democratic participation of both men and women of these communities. That is the process that needs to be initiated, not to impose from above a uniform civil code. What it actually means is also very, very unclear. So therefore we have said that this exercise is meaningless. You ensure guaranteeing the equality for women in particular, for all citizens, and whatever be the personal or customary laws in each community, different communities, that should be discussed for reform within the people of that community. And that is the way it should proceed. The Politburo, the next issue was the Politburo demanded that the RBI withdraw its circular, whereby it is permitting now to allow willful defaulters of loans taken from the banks to negotiate with the banks a compromise settlement, meaning they will not return the full loan, but they will return part of the loan. Now, what is the definition of willful defaulter? A willful defaulter is a person who has the capacity to repay, but is not repaying. That is, he or she is committing a criminal offence. Instead of taking action against those who commit criminal offences, you are legalizing the process of loot of people's savings and bank deposits. Now, this is something completely unacceptable. The Politburo demanded that the properties of these willful defaulters be confiscated and recover all these loans. Already more than 11 lakh crores of rupees of loans have been written off by the Modi government. 11 lakh crores. And now, with this legalization, more loot of people's savings. This is something not acceptable. The next issue the Politburo decided was that in a most undemocratic manner, the centre has directed, Modi government has directed the Food Corporation of India not to sell rice to the state governments. This is absurd. I mean, we've never heard of this. I mean, Food Corporation of India's job is that when the state governments require it for the public distribution system or any scheme that the state government may want to use, they draw upon this, what has been procured. And this is something that the central government has unilaterally now stopped. Clearly, this is aimed at non-BJP state governments who will not be permitted now to implement the promises that they made to the people of providing relief to them. Now, if this is the case, we think this is absolutely undemocratic, and immediately the supply of rice to the state governments must be restored. The Prime Minister and the centre draw from the same procured stock in order to fulfill the schemes of providing 5 kg of rice to people below the poverty line. But why are you and how can you deprive the states? So this is something that has to be immediately restored.